what has it meant, this year to kind of have finally an opportunity to get some run, in a Trojans uniform, finally kind of carve out a consistent role in the jersey? What has it meant to you in your career?
I mean, I think it's meant the world for me just being able to finally see like some of your work is paying off. And I think just finally getting an opportunity is just something that's very unique, something that you can preach to the younger guys whose time it isn't so far. So just being able to, teach the other guys in program of a story somewhere like mine. So I think that's something that could be big.
You mentioned that a story like yours, just again coming from South Central. What is it? What is it meant to be able to play here at FC? Finally, kind of again have that consistent role this season. What has it meant to you? And looking back, just kind of your life.
Man, I think it's something that's astronomical. Just being somebody from the city. The city's kind of highlighted in negative ways. So just being able to be somebody who can be something that kids can look up to, or different things like that nature. So I think that's something I take great diligence in, and just putting my best foot forward every day, coming to work.
You've been described by the coaches as a guy who does something right both on and off the field. What contributes to that mindset, especially when maybe you're not seeing it on the field initially?
I mean, I think it's just kind of how my parents raised me. I would say, just always doing the right thing is just something that's very important to me and my family. So I think that's the biggest thing.
How did it feel when you were named a captain?
I think that's something that they appreciated. I think that was something that was a great honor, just to be able to be chosen as a leader on a team of 100 men. So I think that's something.
You feel like you kind of took more of a leadership role this year than you've had in previous years, just kind of seeing the young guys on this team run with a veteran. Or do you feel like you kind of mentally took that role upon yourself?
Yeah, I would definitely say that, just because I think that's something you have to do as being an older guy. I think you learn so much over your career. It's only right as you pass that knowledge to guys who are going through similar phases in their career. So I think it would be wrong for me not to teach them the things I went through so they can apply to their day-to-day.
You've made a lot of position switches across these last few years. You're playing time and up and down. What's kept you here at USC, as opposed to kind of looking elsewhere?
I think, my fault for Coach Young, I think this is one of the most beautiful, prestigious universities in the world. And to be able to be at home and play in front of my family, my childhood friend, I think it's something that means the world. It's something that you can't do anywhere else.
What have you learned about yourself throughout this process of the ups and downs?
I learned a lot. I think patience is one thing, and then just learning how to just learn more about yourself, just a deeper meaning of who you are, the things you appreciate doing, just shaping yourself into a man. I think when you're in the shadows, you learn way more about yourself than when you're in the light. So,
what have you learned about who you are? How do you, not to get philosophical, but how do you define that?
I would say just being positive, keeping a great positive attitude, coming every day, and then just being a teammate. I think that's something that's being very important, just being a teammate, being those eyes for guys who are on the field, just learning more of the game, so when your opportunity comes, you take it, full on.
What was your reaction when you saw the throwback uniforms for this weekend?
I think the throwback uniforms are super dope, us being one of the first teams that I can think of to have, the opportunity, to support the past. And then I think it's dope because it's homecoming, so I think we playing for the teams of the past and the teams of the future. So I think it's super dope to be able to, represent the people of the past, like I said before, and then, do it in a stylistic way.
How have you managed prep this week, not knowing exactly what you're going to see on offense?
I mean, I think the coaches have put a great prep together this week. We have so many diverse different coaches, who have excellent football background. So I think they're doing a great job of just preparing us to do the best we can this week.